Hey, welcome to This Commerce Life, an unscripted podcast that focuses on the stories behind small and independent Canadian retail and Canadian CPG.
What we try and do is deliver or pull out the story of our guests and give them to you. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly of retail and CPG in Canada. We're filling a need because we think that retail is hard on the best of days, but it's also a wonderful, wonderful place to grow up and make your living.
We also think that the industry, nor the people that inadvertently find themselves in the industry, really understand the industry at all. They don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes.
So listen to us, Phil and Kenny. We'll unravel it for you. We'll give you the story. We'll give you the story behind the story.
Just turn you guys up there. There we go. Perfect.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good day.
Evening.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah, this is awesome. Awesome. Thanks for doing this with us.
No problem. Hopefully we come across as pretty cool.
You're already pretty cool.
You're pretty cool to start.
You're
not
pretty
going to look
cool
worse than the
already.
two of us, so
Yeah,
you're good to go.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard your last podcast, so I know how high your standards are. So that's the stress is pretty good over here. Yeah.
Oh my God, seriously, relax.
No,
issue.
no. We are no. We love it actually. We feel like this podcast we've been doing for 8 years. I guess this is our 9th year, eh, Kenny?
Wow.
Is this our 8th year?
We're in our 9th year.
We're in our 9th year.
Yeah.
So every one episode a week for the last 8 years, going on our 9th year, and we don't talk to anyone, save for the first couple when we didn't really like we know what we're doing now. But
Well,
but when we started, we didn't really know what we were doing at all. So I think, save for the first couple of episodes, all we've done is focus on small medium businesses, small medium entrepreneurs. Um, we feel like we're one of the few that do that in Canada, and we're awfully proud of it.
that's
And we
Canadian. Like
feel
we do mostly Canadian.
yeah, and we're only, in the beginning we had a couple of, we still have some American friends we really love. I feel like all Canadians are like that. We have some American friends we love. We don't love what they're doing, but but we're strictly a Canadian podcast, and we feel like right now, of all the times, it's kind of important to be doubling down. Um, so we're really glad you're talking to us. We're hoping we bring you some exposure, and we're just super curious about the story.
Mhm.
Both of us come from retail, and we we always laugh because it's kind of an absurd space to be in. It's hard to make money. It's hard to
Yeah.
keep customers happy. It's all of it's hard. Um, so we're really glad to meet you, and hopefully we get a chance to talk about what you guys do, why you do it. Do you guys mind just introducing yourselves, for the listener? Like, so if you heard the last episode, we kind of jump into this, head first, and then we record an intro later. But if you're listening to this, we've met Topline Feed and Farm Supply through Ontario Made. These folks got nominated for an award, which is, I think, a pretty big deal. And Raise the Root Organic won last night, but congratulations for being nominated. I
Very
was
cool.
on. We normally don't prep at all, but I went on just to look at the store.
I
And
have no idea who we're talking to today. It's unusual. So
yeah, that's kind of how we do this normally.
Yeah.
So,
That's good.
so I'm going to shut up. The next 45, 50 minutes is yours. If you don't mind introducing yourselves, tell us what you do, and then we definitely want to hear about the story, how you got
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Okay. I can give about like 5 seconds before I'm like, okay, shocked. Don't know
Yeah.
what else to say. But
Okay.
my name is Vicki. I'm the owner of Topline Feed and Farm Supply. This is Rob.
Rob, her husband.
Hey, Rob.
He's the manpower behind everything, social media. I'm just the face.
Cool.
Very
So
cool.
what is this thing? Like what
Yeah.
what are we doing?
So we'll go back, what, 7 years? 6 years?
6 years.
6 years ago, I had this great idea of bringing in rescue horses. And that's fantastic. Rob was on board. I don't even know if I gave him an option. He was on board. And
Oh, you're on board already. You're on board.
We actually
I was
understood
told-
that. So we're doing
We
rescue
understood.
horse things.
We're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah,
rescue
yeah.
horse thing.
Yeah, okay, got it.
And then I started to spend a lot of money at feed stores because I would bring in horses that had no teeth. So I convinced Rob, like initially I said to him, it's great. We have 30 acres of hay. We can rescue without it costing a ton of money.
Right.
Well, then I brought in the ones with no teeth, and then it cost us a ton of money. And I convinced him that opening a store would supplement the horses. So now we're here. Didn't think that it would blow up to the point that it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fantastic. We do a lot of supports in the community. We do support a lot of like hockey. We do take horses to hospice to visit patients, as well as the kids Greek group. So that's really important for us. So yeah, that's kind of where we started.
Back it up a bit more. So first off, like why? Okay, I mean, to get to rescuing horses is interesting. How'd you even get to that part? Like what were you doing before? And two, not for anything, but you could have just bought the supplements from somebody. I'm not too sure I find the logic of, rescuing horses and then building a retail store around that. So I'm dying to know how that quantum leap happened.
This is part of ADHD.
That's what I'm hoping to see here. So go back before, like, where did you have a farm and horses? Like you've always loved horses?
Always loved horses. Didn't have a farm and horses. Had horses years ago. Like we were living in Hamilton. So in the, what do you call it?
Just before COVID.
No, in our small house that had the really teeny tiny backyard.
Mm-hmm.
We had our careers.
You grew out of it.
It kind of grew out of it, and came back to the country. I'm from the country. Rob is not.
Okay.
So I wanted to move back to property. We moved into this house, and 2 weeks later, I told Rob we needed to finish building the fencing because the horses are coming. Like he had no time to prep. When I get something in my head, this is a great idea, I just run with it. Sometimes I fall off the cliff, but generally I run.
Okay.
So that's how it kind of got started. And it's been going ever since. We haven't stopped.
Was this a family property, Vicki? Was this like something or did you guys go and buy this 30
we bought
acres?
this property. Yeah.
You bought the property.
Like where the store is, like that's a big change from Hamilton.
Well, I'm trying to think. I've been to Hamilton only twice, 3 times. I don't remember a lot of horses downtown. I might have missed them.
For context, Kenny's in Vancouver. I'm here in Toronto. I'm in Mississauga. So Hamilton, but I'm looking at where you are on a map, and that's not the same as Hamilton. Not even close, actually. So
no, like to be able to have our youngest at the time. We were looking into getting her back into school, and I didn't really want to go back into the Hamilton School Board. Nothing wrong with the Hamilton School Board. It's just, it was so busy. And when we were living up the mountain, there started to be a lot of break-ins.
Yeah. Crime was increasing. There was a lot of influx of new housing, and even the simplicity of, you take like Hamilton and Toronto, where our front lawn is 10 feet and you're worried about your child running towards the road because it's so busy. And then you take the transition of moving here where we have 50-acre farm, at 33 acres is open field. She could be running for 45 minutes, and then where is she? She's out there somewhere. She's good. Don't worry about it. She's gonna wear herself out. Then we'll have to go pick her up side by side. But and that was the great idea for Vicki, of take that time of her just entering into the school life and let's change up the way of life and start a new chapter of a more simplistic and away from the big city of Hamilton and the consumer that come with it kind of thing. So, yeah.
Got it.
And
Got
what
it.
were you two doing in Hamilton? Like it sounds like you left jobs. Not that this isn't a job, but like, was this like not
Yeah,
for anything, not to, in like normal jobs, or like what did we do in Hamilton?
I don't know if you consider
I worked for the Ontario government, and then
I was actually an addictions counselor working on the harm reduction van in downtown Hamilton, working with homelessness, prostitution, drug addicts.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow. Okay.
pretty big jobs.
So almost similar to saving horses or something.
Completely. Yeah. You see, he's on my side.
that's it. Yeah.
I'm trying to help you, Vicky. I'm gonna try to tie this real tight, real fast to say, Rob, honestly, I don't know what you missed. Like,
I know.
it was clear. Like it was so linear.
All I say is, hey, and I get told another horse is coming, and you're happy about it, right? And like, apparently 100%. I am. So why not?
Couldn't be any happier. 2 horses would have made me happier.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like the funny thing is when you move in, and then like Vicky says, hey, horses are coming, and then the epiphany hits and go, I guess I better learn about farming and how to cut hay then, huh?
Clearly.
So I guess I got to make some farmer friends and start learning what hay cutting is, and you know what I mean. So
how to store it, where to put it, when to roll it, when to wrap it. I don't know if that's.
So Rob, like are you a city kid then? Like, did you grow up in Hamilton or
Burlington?
Burlington, got it. Yeah, so I'm Oakville. I grew up in Oakville, but I get you. Yeah, I get you.
So it's a totally different world of.
No, there's no haymaking there.
There's no. A big open area is like a park that's like 50 feet squared, and that's amazing for space compared to today.
Well, so
yeah.
I grew up in a new development in Oakville, like right near Glen Abbey, where the golf course was. So there was some open space, but we didn't use it. We didn't know anything about hay. I learned how to ride a dirt bike and all of that. So it's very different, no hay, no, I don't know how to do that. Okay. Still don't know how to do that. Okay,
it's nice. Like the nice positive thing, like out of the biggest is like how busy life is in the world. And then you take Hamilton or Toronto and all, and your neighbors are right on you. Everything's kind of, every little thing is an issue. It's just, it wears you down with that. And then you come out here and you come out more north, like where we are, into the country, and you can start really think about the little things in life that was an issue in the bigger cities. And you're like, life's too short for that kind of thing. Like it slows everything down. Mm-hmm. That's why they say, country living is a slower life. And it is true, where then you can really think about what is important. And my grass isn't 2 inches, it's maybe 3. It's not the end of the world. Oh boy. And it puts everything into more perspective. Right. So it goes back to, again, when Vicky's like, hey, let's rescue another horse. Again, perspective. We got the infrastructure now. We got the whole thing. You know what I mean? Exactly. You're like,
maybe if you had 10 horses, I mean, there's 50 acres. I'm assuming there's enough room for the horses to be happy and not bumping into each other, unless they want to bump into each other, whatever that makes them happy.
Exactly. So
not only that, like the positive impact that they're having on the community too.
100%, especially if you're going, I mean, you can bring cats and dogs to seniors homes or hospice and things like. Kind of cool to bring a horse. I mean, I think most people like horses. They're beautiful animals. So yeah, it's different. That's kind of cool. So where are you guys exactly? Because I don't know anything. Like Toronto, I know where Toronto is. Clearly, I've been to Ottawa. Like I've been to Hamilton a few times. Again, no horses. But so like, where are we in Ontario?
So you take Barrie. So you go. We're about 20 minutes north of Barrie. Right? Yeah, 20 minutes. What would that be? West of Aurelia, just outside of Midland. So if you're familiar with Aurelia,
north of Toronto,
north of Toronto, there's a lot of trees, right by
After that, it was sure.
Yep. Kenny, have you been to Blue Mountain or Wasaga Beach? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Either one of those ones.
If you've taken me there, I don't know if I've been.
Oh
there.
no, I wouldn't take you there. You complain all the way there. He's
true.
He lives in Vancouver. Like to move one postal code over is a mountain of
I don't
complaining.
like that.
So
Everybody
anyway,
knows you take
it's kind of like northeast of where, kind of from Toronto, you go straight up. If you go straight up from Toronto and then you hit the water, you kind of go northeast from there, and they're kind of in that area.
So like about 2, 3 hours out of the city kind of
I'd
thing.
take you there, but you'd really complain about it. So we wouldn't
Oh,
make
we
it a
may have to. I wouldn't mind going to see the horses now.
There you go.
You know what? There's proven, like there's statistics out there that horses, because their hearts are so much bigger than ours, obviously, they beat at a slower pace. That if you're anxious around horses, like your hearts kind of go in. What am I trying to say?
Like in rhythm.
I think it's the same.
Yeah,
with the horse.
There you go.
And so if you're ever anxious, feel free to come hang out with us.
Drive 2
I would
hours.
love to see the horses anyway. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Next time I'll sedate him and then we'll come out.
Yeah.
I didn't even, we went to see
food,
somebody in Guelph and he complained from Mississauga to Guelph, like the entire time. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know how he's going to make it out to you before I kill him along the way. So we'll see.
You're just like a kid. You're just given an iPad in the back seat with the cup, with the juice box, and that's just good. You know, it all works.
You know what it is?
Like,
you just
I don't
lie
mind
to your kids. You
where
don't
you
tell
are,
your
it's
kids.
beautiful.
You don't tell your kids it's around the corner. How far is Guelph? It's not that far.
Yeah.
And, we're in and it's traffic. I hate Toronto. And it's not that far. I said, well, how much is not that far? 20 minutes
I'll
later.
come see
20
you.
minutes later. I think,
I
okay,
definitely come see you. I like it out there. Like
But
it's
not that far.
beautiful country. It's
let's go. I'll do it. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You just have to do it in nicer weather.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm not leaving the city. If
Did you guys get to see the video?
I did. I saw the video. Yeah, Kenny didn't come to the event, but I saw it. I was there last night. So was it last night or 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago.
But yeah.
Incredibly nerve-wracking for me. I do not do in-person conversations.
Okay.
On video. That me.
Right.
But whatever. You got to see the property, and the two guys that did I can't remember their names, but did the video. The one gentleman ended up getting on one of my horses.
Super cool.
Yeah, he was so excited. He was like recording and
I am.
So Vicki, how long have you been doing this again? This is 10 years now? I can't remember what you said. How long have you been
rescuing? 6 years.
6 years and how many horses?
We're going to be up to 15 in January.
Wow.
15. So not for anything. So what like when you find a horse, first of all, where are you finding these horses? Are these Ontario horses or from around the world? I don't, because like dog rescue, like Mexico seems to be a hot spot for a lot of people rescuing. Like are these Canadian horses? Not that it matters. More curiosity. And then what does it mean to rescue the horse? Like, do we keep this horses till their natural end, or do we?
Yeah.
What do we do?
I don't adopt horses out. They usually have gone through some sort of trauma. A good example is Big Mike. He's about 25 years old. He's a big Belgian that spent his whole life plowing a field, pulling logs, whatever he did.
Right.
And he started to slow down and got arthritis, so could no longer work the way that he used to.
Right.
So I had 3 days to come up with his meat money. He was going to be sent to auction for meat because they didn't see a benefit of having him.
Right.
I ride him to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the arthritis and stuff, like Mike's okay.
Yep. He doesn't, his job is to carry me around and to make sure that I'm safe. Mm-hmm. And he's okay doing that. He doesn't have a job of pulling anymore. He likes to go out in the field with his I call them his girlfriends, because he's got a couple of horse girlfriends. As long as they're with him, he would do absolutely anything.
That's awesome.
So, and then we just brought in a blind horse. There's a couple different ways of getting, a lot of people find out about me because I will keep them for the duration of their life. Wow. Doesn't matter the situation. I'll find jobs for them, like if they're capable and if they're happy doing it. Even if it's standing and just being groomed by strangers. Like if you're okay with that, then that's your job. So there's some people that get a hold of me. They love their animal. They just either can't afford it. Their life circumstances have changed.
Right.
And they just want them to come here because they know I'll take care of them. So that I'm doing. There's a horse that's coming in from Ancaster in January. How did someone find out about me in Ancaster? We're a machine. But word of mouth travels. It really does. Like, especially when we've taken in things that other people don't want.
Yeah, the rescuing is its own entity. Obviously, it's not a big market of rescues. And there's like two types, where there's ones like us where we'll come in and give this horse a second life, being able to interact with kids that come and visit the farm. You know what I mean? Go riding. They're busy, but they're not going to be winning like the Kentucky Derby anytime soon. But there's another type of rescuing out there where everyone needs to survive, obviously. So they'll rescue a horse
and adopt it.
They'll patch it up and then they'll adopt it out. So that poor person who's surrendering their horse, their love of their life, in theory, in 6 months of after handing over the horse, they have no idea where the horse exists anymore. It could be anywhere in Ontario.
Yeah.
Or farther, versus we have the opportunity of saying, okay, Phil, you're surrendering your horse here. We'll take care of it. You'll see stuff on our Facebook of it still going around. And if you'd ever want to visit,
I say come and visit though too, right?
Exactly. Come bring carrots, come bring family. There's nothing, we're not hiding anything. It's an open opportunity for you to know that your horse is still going, and we're able to give it that second life. So so Vicki's done wonders, and I think that's what's built that word of mouth of them knowing the farm and her, of saying we're just frank and honest people, just with horses that we're more than happy to give that second life to.
Right.
But I've also found previous owners.
Yeah.
A horse that came here, she was completely emaciated, skin and bones. I had my vet here the day that she arrived, and came off the trailer. Vet and I were completely just blown away because there was no meat on this horse at all. I had two vets tell me that this horse is going to make it, because I got her Thanksgiving, so it's starting to get cold, and it's a lot harder to put weight on horses when it's colder out. And we don't have a barn, and we have shelters, but we don't have a barn that I can take them into. So we proved them wrong, and this horse wanted to live, and she did absolutely amazing. But I ended up finding her previous owner, who was told that she died. And I sent proof of markings that were on her that this was her horse, and she was blown away. She had no idea. So she had been thrown into an auction again. She was adopted out, then put through the auction again for whatever reason, and then was kicked in the mouth by a big draft horse. So she had chewing issues, and that's how I ended up getting her completely emaciated. So those kind of, I found this lady who was 2 hours north from us, and was able to let her know. And I did tell her too, when it was time to euthanize this horse, I let her know that this is the process. It's her time to go now. And we FaceTime, just because she was also wanting to make sure that I wasn't just sending her to an auction like the previous people did.
Right.
So it can be heavy at times, but there's so many rewards to having these horses here.
That's
sorry,
it's so accountable of you. You don't owe her anything in that situation at all, right? Like, you don't even owe her the onus of proof, right? Is I'm, that I am what I say I am, or I'm going to do what I do, but you do it anyway, which is amazing.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So of the 15 horses, sorry guys, of the 15 horses, are clearly one's passed. I clearly understood that. Or do we have any other horses are still
with you,
on the farm?
Yeah.
We have 15 horses right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, 15 will be coming in January. But I think in total we've had over 20 horses here.
Oh, okay. That's so you've got this. So you've done over 20 rescues. 15 still survive.
Yeah. Because obviously we know the numbers of what our paddocks can handle. So, horses pass just like everything.
Sure.
And then obviously we do the appropriate steps for that, and that opens up another spot to keep it. So the numbers always generally stay. Vicki makes sure the numbers are always accurate. So, we don't, we always got to make sure we have 14 or 15, it can't go.
Well, you can also just go buy more land, right? I mean, really.
Well, yeah.
I've been telling him that.
Vicki, I was already there. I'm helping you. I'm all over this for you.
I need a barn that I can stand in.
I was going to say that too, but I didn't want to get into capital expense that way. I thought, let's do the land first, then we can talk barns.
You guys aren't helping here.
Come visit.
Oh, I'm losing the connection. I can't hear you guys anymore. Yeah.
Bottom line, we are always going to side with the wife. 100%.
Perfect. Love it.
Listen, I'm Googling plans on how to build a barn. I'll just send them over later.
Just send it to me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
No problem.
Our email doesn't work now. I don't know why. It's unfortunate. Yeah.
So the magic number on the farm with that size is around the 15 horses is sort of comfortable for you guys and the horses, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because if there's too many of them, I'm not going to be able to give them the care that they need.
Right. Well, that's, I guess the whole point of this is you're trying to give them attention and care.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
absolutely. And in the wintertime, it's a lot harder on me to get out.
For sure.
So then I rely more on our kids and Rob to make sure that the horses are okay and they're fed and whatnot. Right.
Just it's almost circle back to feed. It's almost like a fine line of knowing our numbers, because 33 acres of our 58-acre property is hay. So we cut and bale our own hay, which is a huge financial savings for us.
Huge win.
So by doing that, we know what numbers, how much our field yields. So we kind of know what we can bring in. Because obviously if we go too high, we're going to run short on hay.
Right.
And then it goes from there. For feed,
so like 15 horses and 33 acres of hay is like, you're just making it?
Yep.
That's a lot of hay. Like, seriously, a horse eats that much?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we go through a round bale, every 3 days?
Every 3 days.
Holy shit, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
You see them. I'm not a farmer. I see them when you're driving on the highway. You're thinking, wow, that, you got 40 of them. You're thinking, well, that's got to last at least a year. Clearly.
Well, that's why we can't move from here. Here or there, we'll circle back, because again, when you look at a bale of hay is $50 to $100 per bale.
Yeah.
And you times that every 3 days, we get it off.
You need more land.
No, but then we don't have to move. So, because I get it from here,
I said, buy the neighbor's land. You still need more land, Rob. You're not understanding this game. You need more land.
I'm more than happy to build our hay empire where we sit right now. I'm happy with that. I just don't think we'll ever want to do a moving truck and all that ever.
Oh, I couldn't picture. Oh my goodness.
That's way too much work. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But that's the only nice thing to circle back for Topline is now everything's self-contained for the rescuing of the horses.
Yeah.
Is the feed comes to us. So it's a little obviously for the focusing on the farm topic, it makes life a lot easier where we always have feed here, so we can work with it and work with nutritionists to help these horses when they come. Versus if we didn't have the business, literally we'd be driving.
I spent a lot of money.
Yep, a lot of money on that. Rain, snow, or sunshine, you got to go pick up those bags of feed. Everything's 20 minutes away from you. It's a different world of trying to understand and handle horses versus keeping it all self.
So go back. So like one of the original questions. So you got the land. You're covered on hay. Like you can feed the horses through the winter. Like, okay, Vicki, I don't know if I can do this one for you. You might be on your own in this one now. Like so now you do this, and now you think a retail place on the property, as opposed to, honestly, just buying the stuff and really?
Okay, because I was originally going to the feed store to get grain for the horses who couldn't eat the hay because they had no teeth or they had issues with their mouths. So I convinced Rob that it's a good idea to open a feed store without telling him the amount of money I was actually spending at the feed store. But in my brain, it would have been a lot easier financially to just open a feed store.
And you know what? And the kicker is, it's like, hey, I think we should open a feed store. So you go, okay, maybe. But if you do the math, this was during COVID.
Yeah.
So why not we start a retail business
During
in
COVID.
a new area with two people who have no retail
Yeah,
experience?
I'm not following this one. Yeah, I
We
don't,
are quite daring. Yeah.
yeah,
So
you got to keep going on this one.
there
So,
there was Vicky did make a good sales pitch to it where again we're traveling. People are always traveling around here to get feed. So outside
okay,
of obviously the farm needing it and the
right,
it can help, getting the feed in at wholesale subsidizes our
right.
costs. She did recognize like where we sit right now to get feed, you're a good 20-30 minutes away.
So I was going to ask you that. So clearly there's enough farmers within 10,
Yeah.
15 minutes where they're saying, listen, it's an hour round trip.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I could go see these guys, see some cool horses, because I'm sure even the farmers who don't rescue do find it interesting. How are the horses doing?
And we'll be right back.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, Kenny.
Phil, if someone were to ask you, like because there's probably a multitude, but one of the more important thing that you would say separates, successful food companies from one another, like what would be one, let's say, key attribute or one thing that they would have done better or differently than others, maybe?
We've been talking about this one a lot, but I think, having a good distributor that is powering your brand. I know lots of small brands want to be able to do everything themselves, but I think if you're smart about your distribution partnerships, it can really make the difference in your business.
So in terms of like launching in like new products in new stores or launching into new markets, like what would it do to help grow sort of your retail footprint?
I think it has to be someone who can help you launch. It can also be someone who also just helps you expand, right? If you're a small brand and you're growing, you're one person delivering to single stores, like all of that stuff is hard, right? But when you get the right partnership, they already have relationships with grocers. They
Right.
already go to grocers. They already go to
Right.
specialty chains. Like wherever you want to go, a partner that's already doing that helps you not do something
Right.
new, right?
Yeah. So in essence, I guess they're already working with everybody from the
Correct.
small independent grocers
Yeah.
to the major chains.
Yeah.
And in essence, hopefully what they're doing is giving your products what they deserve, which is an audience and, a chance, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's cool. So as we are a podcast and we do like to make sure that we do push people in the right directions, if you were to suggest anybody like out here in the West that could also help potentially nationally, what would you suggest?
I think La Grotta is a really good one. So LGDF Wholesale, La Grotta Wholesale, they've been doing this for a long time, 30 years. They understand the national scope, but they're very developed in the West. They're good at moving food. They're hooked up with specialty grocery and specialty retail. They know delis, they know restaurants. They are a very good distributor that you should be talking to.
Okay, so it sounds actually kind of cool because it's not just wholesale, then it's wholesale to food service, et cetera. So you actually do get a fairly wide chance.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, so you heard it from Phil. If you're a food or beverage brand ready to scale at your retail presence in BC, Alberta, and beyond, because there is representation in Ontario, check out LGDF Wholesale at lgdfwholesale.com. That's lgdfwholesale.com.
Tell
Thanks,
them
Phil.
Commerce Life sent you. And now back to the podcast.
Did she put on weight this month? Like how's she doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would assume that that's sort of in the play too. And then you cut the time in half.
Yeah, and she recognized that where I think we could do different and better than what the other retailers are doing around here because they're more of a traditional static store. You walk up to the till, you get your bag, you go versus we have 40 chickens on the property too. So they can go and they can buy their chicken feed and ask a question and Vicki then can go, let's go take a look at chickens and we could talk about what you're looking at. It gives them people more of that working directly and understanding animals versus a random description behind someone in a counter and you don't know if you're getting the right information. So that we recognized we could do that. And we knew with it was in the midst of COVID, which is its own madness in itself, but we knew how the economy was starting to change
Right.
and how prices were starting to change. And we knew the area, we know, so we're like, we think we could do it better for a price range to help the local community
Right.
too, that,
Right.
like we joke about, we're not going to retire off selling bags of shavings.
Right.
But if we could sell a good product at a very reasonable price,
well, it covers other expenses. Like at least you can, you break even, for lack of better words, on other things.
Exactly.
Right? So, I mean, that's kind of cool.
And that's what she recognized. And then lo and behold, we started bringing in inventory and spending on capital, and Topline Feed and Farm Supply in its infancy started up. So,
but it's also like over the years has turned into, customers have turned into friends, have turned into, let's sit and have a coffee and, talk about life. Well,
that's the country though too, right? I mean, it's different. Like people are, I don't know, they're friendly. That's the whole point.
Absolutely. And some of them too, they just get harassed when they walk in the door. So that's kind of our personality too.
They should. So this is just horse feed, or like you said, you got chicken. Like, is this feed for like cows too, or other animals?
Cows,
so like it's really truly a feed, like a farmer's. Holy shit. Okay. I lost it on that one too.
Yeah.
I was good on the horse part. Okay, I could cut that one, but
but I actually follow, like, this makes sense to me, right?
No, because that one, it's business sense, but like it's all right.
Like but all of it makes sense to me, right? Like just the, like, bringing it at wholesale cost is,
well, it saves you some money. What the hell, right?
Not some money. I mean, you got 15 horses. That's a
lot.
That's like having 4 kids in the house and being able to buy groceries at wholesale, right? Like, it's like a game changer. Like,
see, that's how I can justify everything.
Yeah. Sorry, Rob, but I really do. I actually see this one. I see this one.
But once you get there, you can see it. I couldn't see how you got there, but once you get there, you're thinking, okay, I mean, you lost the game, Rob. It's all good.
Yeah.
But it's also pretty cool because, like, we have one of our children, she can run the store. We have 2 kids that are living at home and 2 kids that are outside of the home. Our eldest, who is living here, she runs the store.
That's awesome.
She can control any of the horses. She can go out there and do whatever she needs to do with them. She feeds them their grain twice a day. But if a situation comes up, she's fully capable of controlling a 1,500-pound animal. So it's also teaching the girls.
Well, 100%. No, it's all good.
Good on her.
Yeah, that's great.
Dirt bike, city boy, no horses.
Hey, she wants to get into dirt bikes, so that could be a country thing too.
We could trade. I could trade. I could show her how to ride a dirt bike, but I don't know if she could show me how to ride a horse. She'd be like, this guy.
She would, but she'd also teach you how to do the driving of the truck with the trailer attached to it with all the hay bales on it. So
I could do that too. I think
absolutely. For a young kid, it's a different way of growing up.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I like it. So you've got this. So you've got a full. It's funny. You've got a lot of product, but the store, like from the pictures on the website, it doesn't looks like a little store, right?
But tiny
footage, a lot of stuff in there. Yeah.
Well, we changed it up on how you could do it because we don't have a building built that could sustain a large feed and farm supply store like the typical ones you see, Greenhawk, Pleasant, Pleasant Ridge, and that. So we sit here and you look at the budget as an infancy of a business and go, do we drop $500,000 at that point, build a building to put feed into it, or do we put it all on its head? And what we literally did was take one of our attached garages, insulated it, did it all right kind of thing, and then we put it on there. And then we brought in sea cans to climate control them with deliveries of feed and farm supplies every week. So either you're getting it in the store or we go, let's walk outside 15 feet, go get it out of our can. And then at least the overhead costs drop off significantly. And that was key when you're looking at a young business like we are, and you're looking at today's rent of, commercial rent of $1,500 a month. How many bloody bags of chicken feed do we have to sell to cover just that and be away from an active farm with young kids? So it was a good idea on Vicki to turn it on its head and say, let's mix it up a bit. And people really understood the reasoning why we did that. Because we joke with them and go, hey, we'll put in a $500,000 building so I could store that one, rope that you really want right on the wall.
Yeah.
But it's going to be, someone's going to have to pay for it at some point, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then there's not many arguments after that. They're, no, we're good. Yeah. So,
but I think it's also best to keep we don't have the overhead. So local people that like local farmers that have their cattle, they're not paying twice the amount. So we're able to kind of sustain them as well, because we didn't
you're
want
helping everybody out, right? Which is,
and that's what the goal was. That's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's cool.
But it's like they say, and we see it at other stores and all that. It's, you have that one bag of feed and you can maybe get 60% or 100% markup on it, but you sell it once a month. Or would you rather get one at a lower markup, but you sell, 100 of them in a month? Which kind of, option do you want to go?
What's the model?
We'd rather volume it out than single bag it out. And it's
because of that, we are like the number one supplier for we're the Kempel.
Yeah.
Kempel.
So yeah, they're our feed supplier for various like chicken and all that.
Yeah.
So that's another story where they walk in, like you guys, almost not what your guys' reaction is, but they walk into this converted garage and on this farm up this long driveway with dogs barking and horses.
Yeah.
And then all to them, the guy's like, do you think you could maybe sell a pallet of feed a month? Like, almost like he's like, hopes and dreams that this is, and then literally it's like, here, just hold my drink. We'll show you how it's done. And now they just bring his presents and say, thank you so much.
That's amazing.
For being,
that's
for
awesome,
working with
though.
us. So,
I think
that's also another Ontario business. Like, they are just in Ontario. They're an amazing small business, family-run business. And those are the type of businesses that we like to promote and work with.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact, when you're to $1,500 in rent, and like in the city here, you can't even get a studio for $1,500, never mind a retail space. So you're on your own farm. It's in a garage. You clearly didn't need as much as you might have thought you needed. I mean, what the hell? Put stuff in there and store. Like, really? I mean, and then you can go at a lower margin. You can give a good break to the local farmers, because feed is always, like, if you're, the little bit I watch on farming, if you see, like, feed's always a problem.
Yeah.
Because it's expensive, right? I mean, it's truly a cost input.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you can even help with that lower, that's all.
But
That's all.
I also like this idea,
Wow.
because somewhere in the last 20 years we built for potential and not for reality, right? Like, this is where the big box store comes from, right? As we go out and we build these ginormous 100,000 square foot stores, but you look at some of the retail outlets that we have, and some of the best stores are little tiny easy shops, right? And then when they outgrow those, then they find a spot where they can be a bit bigger. You know what I mean? Like, so I actually like this format, right? Like, because now you are building, you're growing, you're going to grow with your business. And then for sure, there are going to be points where you're like, we could use a little more space, but
we always could,
right? Yeah.
The nice thing about here being it on our property at our farm is we limit the growth as fast as we wanted to, versus the rent's going up, in 2 months. Now we have to somehow go with what increased expenses are. We limit and throttle it back if we want. If we're going, someone health reasons or whatever, we need to focus more on hay season, or we need to focus more on the kids. The store will always continue, but we could choose when we really want to go and really.
Well, it's your rope idea. Like, you don't need to buy the rope. You don't need to buy all this other shit, because you've gotten to a size where it's another $500 a month. Okay, that means I need to sell X amount to cover the cost of that. What's the margin I need? Like, it starts to get very complicated, where if you just focus in on feed, because you can use it, so it's a benefit to you, and you don't mind passing probably a pretty substantive break to the local farmers. I mean, shit, who loses? Like, nobody.
Well, and they respect that too, because again,
They should.
like it's the simplicity of just selling feed. Like it's not like like we're selling Ferraris here. So
yeah, you're not splitting atoms, right? I mean,
yeah, and we know and we could predict when certain feed will get more popular. But again, our turnover for deliveries is so quick where it's like, okay, Kenny, you need feed and I may not have it. Can you wait a token 3-4 days and I'll have it at a reduced and yeah, we're good with that. And they then work with us where they'll give speak to Vicki and they'll be like, I'm coming up with another hit of a large purchase. Let's get it all ordered and set up right. Kind of, and that's the whole point of it is plus we can ensure what we bring in is the freshest product towards these animals that cattle, for example, will be going out to auction to market for people to eat in Ontario. We don't want to make sure this is the freshest stuff and the best stuff we could be giving to them versus product that sits on a shelf for a year and percolates and then gets eaten. You never know sometimes. So we always err on the side of caution for that.
Well, again, if you get to know your customers well enough, you can actually forecast properly. Because Farmer Joe or Farmer Pete or Farmer Gail will come and say, listen, you know what? We're going hard. We got to get them to auction. We need extra feed. You know what I mean? Like they'll talk to you and it's different. Like you guys can actually work as a community so that you get a heads up. Maybe you need to order 100 extra bags, whatever. What do you care? It's being sold. They're happy. They get a break. You get like really, it's fantastic.
And then the kicker that out of this, because we enjoy that it's on the farm and we're part of the community, like you said, is we take a lot of what Topline is and we give it back to the community.
For sure.
So we're donating to all the Lions Club, to renting the local skating rink so everyone can go have a free skate over the Christmas holidays. Awesome. We give much as, although yes, it's positive advertising for us. The bigger picture is we're helping.
You don't have to do it though, right?
Exactly. And we're going to be in the Santa Claus parade on Saturday. If you guys are free and want to come up to Coldwater, hang out on a float.
I don't even know how to get to where you are. So that's not for me, not yet.
Any you come out, I'll bring you.
I got north of Toronto, Barrie, and then there was some other shit that was after that. But
where's
I know Santa if I get to Barrie and floats.
We'll set you up on the float. You can hand out candy canes. What a day it's going to be,
That'd be awesome.
But cool, you put a nice hat on Kenny and a beard. He'd fit right in. Santa Claus.
Yeah, exactly. So
we could make it.
I think the whole idea is cool. I like the whole farming. I do too. I like the fact that that's why I think farmers are always so cool, is because you do support each other. It's kind of neat, right? Like you don't get that in the city.
No,
it's tough, right? You don't know your neighbors.
Yeah,
we were talking about this yesterday with somebody. Like the whole sense of community is gone. Like I literally know. I've been on this block for near 20 years, and I know like 2 neighbors, 3.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're 40 miles away. Like we've got literally 3.5 feet and 3.5 feet. Like there's 7 feet between homes. It's not even a sheet of plywood.
Yeah. And it makes it a heck of a lot different for here where, we can't see any of our neighbors. We're that far away from any, but we would go into local Coldwater and they go, there's Vicki and Rob.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And it's like, sometimes it's like, I don't know who you are, but how are you kind of thing. But 98% of it, you go, hey, so-and-so. And that's the difference, obviously, of community.
I think it's super cool, man. I think that's really, really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, no, it's
really
been quite an adventure. And then you take a retail sense where, we're here, we're selling feed, bags are going out, the first, obviously, many years, you're not making money, you're just trying to sustain. And then it starts turning around. And are we really is this a proof of concept that is working? Although it sounds good, of course. And it's been nice to now look at like Ontario Made and get recognized by them to say 80,000 votes. How many people were entered in? We were the 3 retailers left. Although we didn't win, fair enough. It was our first time entering. We were nominated and 80,000 votes. We were down to the top 3. I'll take that any day. Some of the local Reader's Digest, we're number 1 for both feed sales and pet food. And then our local Chamber of Commerce, not this year, last year, voted us, or whatever you want to call us, Business of the Year. So you get these nice little hits as the years have been now going on, where it's like, I think we got something here. And I think this is something to continue, obviously continue going, A, for the farm, but B, as a retail business for the area. Because now it's
really cool, guys.
Yeah.
To get nominated for retail in a garage, up a driveway, on a farm, no offense, in the sticks. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not,
No, it's not.
retail.
It's a big
You know,
deal.
come on.
It's a big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
Well, you
huge
gotta you
deal.
gotta watch the video because it's
Well,
a pretty
clearly I
cool
have to, or you can send it. Yeah, I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
Is it
it's a
on the webpage?
pretty property, so
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, I bet. Is it on the webpage or going to be on the webpage? I
It
haven't
was
checked the webpage. That's what I'm asking.
I think Ontario Made will be putting it up. We'll be posting our video on our Topline Facebook page tomorrow morning. It goes up.
Okay, so
So
I got
yeah,
to remember all that. I'll
Yeah,
forget.
well,
Bring it up.
I'll find it. I
Phil will
think I
send it to me
can
because I
I
won't
can
find
remember.
it.
send
But
it to you.
now I want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
did a
I'll
good
find
job
it.
at recording it.
It was very well done.
That's
It was,
awesome.
yeah,
But it's a fun experience where we have, mom or dad shows up and I need a bag of dog food, and then they look up and go, "Hey, there's chickens, and you guys have ducks in your driveway?" "Yeah, we got ducks in our driveway." "You don't have ducks in your driveway?" "Well, you got horses." And then the next time they come, the other adult shows up and the three kids pour out of the car, and it turns into this whole, let's go see the animals kind of thing, which is great. And, we encourage that kind of thing, but it's funny where they're like, it blows their mind on exactly driving up this driveway to get some feed. And next thing you know, you get a whole experience of hanging out with us. So,
Or they see the goats with the dogs.
yep.
That really blows everybody's minds. Because I had a goat that lived in the house because he was a bottle baby taken away from his mom at like day 1 or 2. So he lived in our house for multiple months. He was in a crate at nighttime, but he hung out with the dogs. So I had to get him a friend, clearly, because he can't be by himself. So I have 2 goats. But Prince Charlie, he has been around for almost 7 years, I want to say now. So, but once the goats are gone, that's it. I'm not getting any more goats. I'll have to get a horse to replace the goats.
That's
You know
what Rob
what?
says.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced I'm
Uh-huh.
buying into that. That story sounds like bullshit to me because I think there's a track record here that basically doesn't support
Yeah.
that. I think there's more to it.
But I hear retail growth,
I heard that too.
which means profit, which probably means more horses and
I've
more
seen more
space
horses for sure.
and
Potentially land, not too
yeah,
sure yet,
yeah,
but
yeah,
No,
yeah.
we have no room. All the paddocks are full. It's an
We'll just have to
unfortunate
move.
thing. Shucks.
Well, no, you
just
guys are
have to
making
buy
money,
more land, young man. Just got to buy more land.
save some money, build a barn, and then you got more
Oh yeah, the
space.
barn. We got to
And
get the barn too. Jesus,
We need
there's a
the
lot to
barn.
do on this farm,
listen,
Phil.
if there are listeners out there that that have some inside tips on a barn or have a barn or want to help them build a barn,
Or have some land
hit
really
us up
close at
and
a
then
good
we'll
deal.
pass them along. So I'll make sure it gets past Rob to Vicky. So
I highly appreciate that from all of you. Yes.
Please.
he's like, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks a
Yeah.
lot, you guys. Thanks a lot.
I'm so happy I did this podcast.
The greatest time of my life.
This was the
tonight.
best decision I've ever had.
Oh yeah. Yeah, come on a podcast. What could go wrong?
Yeah,
Next thing
these
you know,
two
I'm building a barn.
jackasses, that's
Listen,
all I needed.
I actually, it's funny enough, I just messaged him because I had lunch
Shoot,
with
got
him
lost now.
yesterday, but I have a friend who lives in PEI and they're doing renos on a lighthouse. So I was like,
Ooh.
you know, you have an architect, like, so what's the big deal? If he can you slide a barn in there? Like, can he just do a side drawing on a barn if he's doing lighthouse stuff? But
Just
he
put it
actually has a
together.
cool story because he has a horse. He bought he had been riding horses for kind of like the better part of 5 to 10 years, and then bought a horse, and then couldn't ride the horse, like got thrown from the horse twice, and realized that um, kind of through a process of discovery that the horse that he bought, kind of basically last couple of owners hadn't been able to ride the horse for, for all sorts of reasons, right? So he had to go through, I think he spent 2 years kind of rehabbing with the horse so that the horse would actually trust him. And then this spring, or yeah, this year was the first time that he was able to get on the horse, and now the horse will only, it's him and the horse. Like that's it, right? Like so,
Yep.
it's a really cool story. Like I've definitely not. I've told it city boy style, so I've sorry, Shay, I've left out all sorts of details when you listen to
That's
this,
okay,
but
Phil. I bought into what you said. It sounded farming to me
no, it
too.
was
Yeah.
really cool. Like
Yeah.
it's really inspirational because I was watching, and the first time he got thrown, he got injured, you know, recovered, tried to do it again, and then he and the trainer who he was longtime friends with, actually they broke up over the horse because he was like, I don't think, like, I guess it was a really harsh way of rehabbing the horse, and he didn't agree. So he had to go find another way to do this, right? So,
Yeah.
I
anyway,
remember when he told us that
yeah.
story over dinner.
Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah.
and that was a couple of years ago already, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he refused. Like, the trainer was like, no, you should just get rid of the horse. It's a bad match or whatever. He's like, I don't think that's right. Like, I think, this poor
Yeah.
horse, right? Like, it's kind of, I own the horse now, so it's my job, right, to, make it right. And he kind of had to like fight the system and fight folks in his life that were like, no, just, the easier thing is to send it to auction, get rid of it, and then go find something else, right? So, yeah.
Kudos for him
Very
for
cool.
stepping up for the
Yeah.
horse, though, because
Yeah.
there's not a lot of people. If that horse had have ended up in auction and thrown somebody else, that's where the trauma
Yeah.
comes with horses.
Yeah.
They just keep getting rehomed, and they get
Yeah.
into situations where they get hurt.
Yeah.
Because how do they communicate? Like, they give subtle cues, but if people miss that and they get thrown, then they're blaming the horse.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So a lot of horses here too. I can tell you each and every individual horse and what their needs are and who they're good with and who they're not good with. But it takes time.
Yeah.
Right? Like Big Mike that I told you guys about, the big Belgium that I have.
Yeah.
He is absolutely uncomfortable with other people other than myself being on him. Like, he is a scaredy cat. He doesn't throw anybody. I think he's too big to throw himself around, but he lets it known that, he's uncomfortable, and I've respected him, and I won't put anyone else on him unless it's people that he truly knows.
Right.
Right. There's you can't get someone else hurt because of a situation, right?
Yeah.
Is he the big white one?
No, oh my goodness, that's Angel. She was abandoned. And when she came here, last year, she was pretty underweight.
They don't look underweight now.
Nope. She got a big old booty.
She's looking healthy. Looks good.
Right? Are you on Topline feeds?
Well, I'm on Topline feeds where you can buy feed for your farm animals as well as snow shovels and rock salt.
Yep.
And some coverings for the animals when they're cold. I saw that too. Because I'm thinking, Rob's full of shit. Rob's got more of the retail. Rob's bringing a lot of stuff in.
Yeah.
Not just feed, liar. Got stuff all over the place.
We time it perfectly because, it's kind of winter time. We got like a foot of snow up here.
Yeah.
Hey,
I saw the snow too. All I heard, no ropes, no ropes. We got snow shovels, rock salt. Don't worry about it. We got whatever you want. Just no ropes.
Oh my God.
That's it. Yeah.
Wouldn't know what to do with ropes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You just put them around the thing and hang the snow shovels that you have on the ropes.
Oh,
now you're adding more tasks to my list. Stop it. Jeez. Yeah.
Well, it's on the webpage. This is on Facebook. It's not my fault. You put it here.
If you
This is really cool, guys. That's really cool. It's a cool story.
Butterflies on Facebook. If you go on Chasing Butterflies Equine Rescue, that's my rescue, and that's where you'll see.
What's it called? Chasing Butterflies?
Yes.
Chasing Butterflies.
Chasing Butterflies.
Now you would have to ask to be approved by me, which I will do it right now.
Well, first I got to find you. You got to give me a, because just because you said it, I got nothing here. That's India. That's not you. Iowa, that's not you. Okay, Chasing Butterflies. What? The Chasing Butterflies.
Equine Rescue. Can you see that?
Okay, I got that one. I found Okay, and then what do I got to do?
Got you.
Equine join. Pending.
Me too.
Oh my goodness! Look at it. See, this is a horse that I brought in.
Oh, look how pretty those horses are.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this horse.
Yeah.
Oh, the little white on the bottom there. Yeah.
Yeah.
See how skinny she is?
Yeah. Skinny though.
Wow.
Thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was the one that I was telling you about that came off Yeah.
But
So
these brown ones on your page are so pretty. They look really healthy.
yep. It takes an army to end up feeding them. I've got my oldest, I think here is 30 years old. Did you approve that?
Yeah.
30 years old.
How long will they go? Like, how
It
long do they
depends.
last?
Some of them have shocked me. Like the 30-year-old that just keeps on going. But it depends on their nutrition. It depends on if the vet has been part of their life and
Right.
whatnot. So I get horses that not necessarily all of them have had the proper care. So like one of them got put down. She was 20, you know, but Michael is 25. I have an ex-barrel racer who's 28 years old that I still ride. And that's
But 25 to 30 in healthy condition is still in the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
There's some that like you got to keep them fit. You got to keep them going.
Right. Well, like people, right? Clearly.
Absolutely.
Oh, very cool, guys.
Yeah. So it's
Wow.
quite
You
an
guys are-
adventure.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
are doing
I would
cool
say
things.
so.
This is really cool. Really
Wow.
cool.
It's been fun where, again, you go back to the kids where they get to experience farm life and interacting with animals, and certainly with the
Yeah.
teenager starting, she's in high school and starting to get into getting a part-time job and all that stuff. And what should I put on my resume? And like, you already have all of your friends beat.
You're
You've been
talking about
doing
you're
this for
dealing with
years.
cash, you're dealing with people, you're dealing with animals. Like you got a book you can write. What are you talking about? That's
Customers already
awesome.
know you by name, so your
Yeah.
resume is rock, and don't worry about it, kind of thing. And
Good.
Yeah.
so,
That's awesome,
You
man.
know, there's nothing quite like that on a resume, right? Like, what do they look for from kids, right? They look for reliability, responsibility. Let's see, they can run a store, they're running the store, customers trust them. Oh, and by the way, all the horses count on them for eating. And you know what? They eat, like, it's kind of, yeah, it's amazing. I love
it's
that.
Absolutely.
it's
Very
good.
cool,
Yeah.
guys.
You
So
guys are
very
doing
cool.
really cool things. This is really
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't think Topline's going to go anywhere far, and I don't think the farm is going to go anywhere as well. I think it's that good equilibrium right now. Let's just keep it
Yeah.
going.
I don't know, man. I see another 30.
No, I see a barn in
I
your
see a
future,
barn.
maybe another 50 acres or so.
I think maybe a
You
two-level
know,
garage storage on
yeah,
top so
yeah,
we can have a little
yeah.
cleaner store. I see rope somewhere in the
Well,
store.
as long as I can
I
get
don't know, man. I see. I'm just saying what I see. That's
if
it.
I have proper building to store all my farm equipment, and then we could talk. So
I don't know,
when you
man. I
guys
see it
show
next to
up,
the shovels and the rock salt. That's all I see.
there you
And the
go.
rope.
Exactly. It all works out. I appreciate you guys offering to help build too. So
Hey, I'll come by. We can come by for a
I will
couple
drop
days.
Kenny off, no problem.
that is
Yeah.
a generous
Got it.
offer.
Yes.
I'll make sure I get a hold of you in the spring, and we'll get
Yes,
going.
yes. Kenny's in. Whatever you need Kenny for, I will
I'll
drop
do
him
it.
off. No
Generous
problem.
donation. Yeah.
No winter hours.
Yeah, that's it. You got to throw some hay bales and say at least you've done it once in your life. Yeah.
No, definitely when he comes in, we'll figure it out. We'll get up there
40
sometime.
degrees in the middle of a field,
I think I'm going to fight the daughter for the retail space. I think I'm going to do that.
That's it. Air conditioned and inside. Yeah. So
I think I'm going to do that.
no,
That's cool, guys.
Yeah.
And
Well, from knowing absolutely nothing to actually learning a little bit about horses, that was actually kind of fun.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
And during all of this, like I have to say, there's been times where we've kind of done I've done maybe we should like shut the store, like shut the doors.
Yep.
I've been going through a lot of health issues. So we've managed to keep the store going through a couple cancers and rare genetic conditions. So I'm only working at 24% lung capacity.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a little bit difficult, but the store has stayed open because of our customers that have supported us as well.
Right.
So
Hey, that's awesome community, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
absolutely.
That's really cool.
When I disappear for a couple of days, I'm getting messages from customers going, "Hey, where are you?" Which is
Good
nice.
people checking in. It's all good.
Absolutely. And the horses is what keeps me going too.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the reason why we got on board with hospice, because they're in our care, my care.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's how we got involved with them too.
That's awesome.
So I decided I didn't want to, what did I want to do? Oh, I didn't want to admit that I needed them at that time, a couple years ago.
Right.
And I said, but I'll bring horses, because if I end up in one of your beds, I expect my 15 plus horses to show up on that property.
Yeah. Rob, that was you, by the way. Yeah, that's good.
Love it.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
So this is why
We're here for you, buddy. We're here for you.
Thanks. Yeah. Jeez, I'll get that stress ball out again. Where did I put it? Yeah.
But no, like, this is the evolution of this store. Not only has it been positive, it's taken some hits too, like from us, like with us, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. And we've managed to go through every single thing that has been thrown at us, and the store is still thriving, and mostly I'm going to say, well, it's Rob too. We'll give him kudos, but also because of our customers who have turned into friends.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But that goes both ways. They're not customers and friends unless they can be friendly with you. That always stems from you two and the kids more than bags of feed. Like, who gives a shit, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can buy bags of feed anywhere. I'll drive the extra half an hour to wherever I go. They're doing it because of you two, not because of anything else, right? So, and the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and the horses too.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Well, I can't forget the horses. Come on.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Honestly, when you guys told us what you did, I'm thinking, Phil, I mean, really, what kind of podcast are you doing?
Come on, cool.
Yeah.
Rescue horses. What the hell? What is
I
that?
know, but come
That's
on,
awesome,
it's cool.
man.
It's cool.
That was super cool.
Thank you for doing this with us. We really appreciate it.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. And I'm so glad we got a chance to meet you guys. So yeah.
Absolutely. Now we expect you to come to the farm.
We're gonna no, seriously, we'll do that.
Yeah.
We will.
It sounds like a nice country ride up there too. As long as there's a food stop on the way, I'll be happy.
Oh yeah.
I'll sedate him before we leave it. It'll be fine.
You know what?
I'll figure it out on my end. So yeah.
We're country roading it. I get it.
Do you sell tranquilizers? Because maybe I can.
He came here a couple.
Order one from you, and then I can.
He came at the beginning of November. We had to drive from Vancouver to Nelson, right? Which is 8.5 hours. I can drive anywhere. I can't do Ontario bullshit directions that you guys do. Around the corner, down the street, is around the corner down the street. Not 25 minutes around the corner. That's not around the corner. That's around the bend.
Toronto. In Toronto and Hamilton.
That's where he could. Guelph.
No, but listen,
it's around the corner.
No.
You
can't come from Vancouver to Toronto and then impose Vancouver. Like in Hamilton or Toronto, around the corner is 15 minutes. Like that's
around the corner means I can walk.
Like,
around the corner. Ooh, that's who talks like that.
People
get agitated.
I got to put up with this for a couple hours while I get him up there. So I'll sedate him along the way. It'll be fine.
I'm actually looking forward to the ride. I may, you know what? I may just leave him. I'll rent the car at the airport. I'll just come up myself.
There you go. Yeah.
Perfect. We'll put you on a horse if you want to.
There you go. Yeah.
I've been on horses before. They kind of scare me a little bit, but I've been on horses before.
Yeah.
I think they're beautiful animals.
Yeah, they are.
They're kind of majestic, right? They're kind of, I don't know. There's something about a horse.
Yeah. Well, you got to look at, when you go into the Facebook, into Chasing Butterflies, you got to look for Big Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take
obviously a big boy.
Yeah.
Very so cool. He's a special boy on this property, and everybody loves to see him.
Okay.
That's really cool.
All right.
That was awesome. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Have a wonderful night.
Yeah, enjoy your evening. I guess it's 7 o'clock for you guys. Yeah, enjoy the evening. Yeah. Thanks for staying up so late, or because I'm sure you have other things to do. Rob, I'm sure you have things you need to work on.
He's got to build a barn.
Yeah.
The barn.
Well, the plans are already sent, so let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
This time's a wasting.
All right, guys. Wonderful.
Awesome.
See you
Take care.
So much.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
That was pretty cool.
That was very cool. Yeah.
I honestly, when we started, I thought, what the hell? Like,
yeah.
Like what? Horse
this
wrestling?
is before I forget, like, thank you to Hadas and
seriously,
Hadas and her coworker at Ontario Made, right? Like this is an Ontario Made connect for us, right? And these guys
that's 2 today.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's the second podcast today from Ontario Made. Yeah. Because we did.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
That That was pretty cool.
Raise the Root Organic. We did today as well.
Thank you. Kind of think, what the hell was root to something?
Yeah.
Honestly.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, everybody.